이제 system I gotta love it 서로를 비춘 밤 아름다운 가면
Hi. Winter Rosie here. If you don't already know, there was this trend in K-Tube where we express our opinions with just one sentence. I don't know if it's just me, but I thought that was the dumbest trend anyone could have thought of. Which is why I made 2 of them. K-pop opinions were already too vague and low-key hateful, and narrowing them down to just one sentence made it worse. Now I am here to clarify some things. For some I'll be explaining even further, but for others I'll just be taking my words back. Cause I realize some of my opinions were either wrong or just didn't age well. I'll also add some new fresh opinions if you all don't mind. And you already know the drill. It is my personal opinion. Feel free to disagree. Don't take it too seriously. For this first opinion I said, JYPN was the most promising upcoming girl group of this generation. You think I'm taking this back, but no. I still believe they are the most promising one. Yeah, the debut song was too much, but their talent still remains. I think one reason why this song is even listenable is because of their said talents. These girls can sing and perform, you can't deny that. I just hope they release something more bearable for the human ear, and then we'll actually see their full potential. Stray Kids should switch it up soon. It's getting old. I'm always torn about my opinions on Stray Kids music. Like, yes, I do get tired of it, but it's literally the sound and style that fits them the most. No one else does it better than them. Yet I still feel like they should do something else. But it seems like they are doing pretty well on their own, so complaining won't really get me anywhere. Unless if they want to expand their sound and audience, they aren't required to change anything. That's my conclusion. Half of these idols don't have a passion for their job. This one was pretty harsh, I'll admit. I guess what I was trying to say was I don't see the spark or genuineness in the eyes of some of these idols. Especially ones who have been doing it for lots of years. It's as if they are just staying for the money. Which is idiotic in my part since it's always been about the money. It's just that there are some cases where I see idols who genuinely enjoy being on stage, performing, and entertaining their fans, that when I see one who doesn't I just feel dismayed. If there's idols who can perform well, why can't everyone else do too? You get me? I don't care how huge an idol is, but I'd rather watch someone with a passion to be an idol than someone doing it just because. Red Velvet reached their peak. Don't expect them to do something surprising anymore. Sometimes I love it when I get proven wrong. I honestly feel My Rhythm was one of their best comebacks to date. And that's coming from a 7-year-old group. After this comeback I wish to see even more from them. Some of these K-tubers are rude. Yes, some of them are rude. But one thing I've noticed is that the audience will call anyone who has a strong opinion rude. Yeah, I've seen dumb takes and borderline hateful ones, but they are actually pretty uncommon. Most toxic K-tubers in this platform are ones who speaks their opinions that just so happens to be disagreeable for many. As someone who believes in freedom of speech, this is quite annoying. Most of the time my takes aren't always the harshest, but for times when I do speak up, suddenly I'm the worst person in the world. It's as if K-pop stans don't know how to differentiate jokes, fair criticism, and hateful comments. Yes, some K-tubers can be too vague sometimes and it can be quite confusing whether they are being for real or not. But my conclusion is just don't take them too seriously unless if it's actual hate. You have your opinion and they have theirs. You can disagree or even fight about it, but in the end of the day, it's a personal opinion, so don't take it too deeply. ATEEZ went from being unique to being like any other boy group. This has got to be one of my dumbest takes ever. After hearing the real, I immediately thought about this opinion and took it back. And even if they are like any other boy groups, they are the best at doing it. I am sorry ATEEZ. Please forgive me. IU is overrated. The reason why I thought of this was because IU released Celebrity that year, and everyone loved it. I personally thought it was one of the worst songs of the year, especially from her. Yes, I know the lyrics were so beautiful, but do we hear that awful chorus? Seeing that made it clearer IU has reached a level of following where she could release actual shit and everyone will eat it up, just because it's from her. It's a great thing Celebrity wasn't that bad of a song, and her following release Strawberry Moon was good too. So for now, my theory hasn't been proven. But if she ever releases the worst song ever and everyone ends up liking it, you'll know who said it first. But if it never happens, then I'll fully admit I was wrong. Alright, I think that was enough. Now for some new opinions. This first one is more of a prediction, but K-pop fans are about to complain about anti-drops very soon. I personally don't mind anti-drops that much. I think there's still plenty of songs without one, so I'm not going to make a big deal about it just yet. But lately there's been an obvious rise of anti-drops in songs, and knowing K-pop stans, they are gonna complain about it soon. Which I can kinda understand why they would. 1, it would be overdone, and 2, it would not feel surprising anymore. What made anti-drops great was its unpredictability, especially when a song fools you with a rising pre-chorus then boom anti-drop. But nowadays you can almost expect a song to not drop at all, thus making it less surprising and maybe even underwhelming. I may be reaching, but I can see it happening. Individual talents do not matter if the group works well. I don't care if the best dancers or singers are together in one group. If the group doesn't work well together, they are not a good group. Some companies and fans are so fixated in getting the bests of the bests in one group, but what really matters is the teamwork of the members, and how well they complement each other. I recently got into Stacy, and one reason was because their great synergy. They don't have the best dancers, vocalists, rappers, or anything in that matter. But as a group they are easily one of the bests out there right now. Not to say mega talented groups can't have great teamwork. There sure are some out there. But it's how some of y'all think that's what it all takes to make a good group, because no. It's like a puzzle. No matter how good a piece is, if it doesn't work with the other pieces, then the whole picture will look like shit. And no one wants a shitty group now, do we? A lot of y'all are worse than these problematic idols. Literally the moment any of these idols fuck up, suddenly your moral code does not exist. This is no new opinion or anything, but god, some of y'all are literal demons. Out of all the delusional things K-pop stans do, this gotta be the worst one. 2 wrongs don't make a right. Always remember that. K-pop music is just pop music, and that's alright. Whenever a new K-pop song drops, you always see comments like, "Is that it?" or "That sounds like every other K-pop song out there." And I think some of us has just forgotten what this genre was actually about, which is popular music. This was just me recently with the new IVE comeback. I said that it was kind of boring and whatnot. But after a few days I started to think maybe that was the point. Yeah, we got our occasional god tier songs, but that just simply isn't the standard. The standard for K-pop music is any catchy songs that gets the people going. Y'all wanna shit on Blackpink because they release the same music every time, but in reality they are the smart ones here. No matter how boring the song is, if it at least has that one part that gets stuck in people's head, then the song is a success. You gotta realize that the bar is in the middle, and that is what companies and groups try to reach most of the time. There are some instances where songs surpass that, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's the new standard for everyone else. If you're looking for high quality songs all the time, then this isn't the genre for you. And that's pretty much all of it. I didn't have much to take back since I still stand with pretty much a lot of what I said in those videos. How about you? Did you have some dumb takes you wanted to take back? That's all my time for today. As always, thank you for watching and bye bye.
나서 빠진 것처럼 무슨 매니아 물어버리겠지 매니아 비정상 구성이 중단 매니아